Hello YouTube and welcome to the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series race here at the Dover International Speedway, otherwise known as the Monster Mile. It's going to be a fun one tonight as we have 16 truck drivers ready to rumble here for the JEGS 200 around the 1 mile concrete beast. Here we are at Dover. It has its challenges. It's banked all the way around on these corners and on these straightaways. The only place not banked, pit lane. And even that has its troubles with such sharp entry to pit road. And these drivers, their entry and exit points as the bridges on the straightaways, we're going green. Dan leads them to turn number 1. Trying to clear to 17, I believe that's Malenko for the lead. He does so, trucks contact in the back. 3 wide. Pushing it 4 wide there in the middle of the pack. Everybody settles down. First lap jitters. Had a little bit of a delayed start, and we're ready to finally rumble here at Dover. Corey moving up. Back up front, Malenko and Dan, the teammates are 1 and 2. Controller in third. They're starting to pull away to top 3. Malenko going to the inside of Dan, looking for the race lead. He's got the preferred line and he's clear of Dan. To the race lead goes the 17 of Malenko. Dan back to the inside. Side by side in the turn number 1. Dan with the preferred line. Malenko fighting hard on the outside. Controller there, trying to influence this battle. Dan clears Malenko once again. Malenko peeks to the inside. Dan blocks. Dan slides up the track, allowing Malenko to get a little sniff. Controller's there on the tailgate of the 17 truck. Malenko peeking to the inside once again, trying to get the run through the center of the corner. Controller looks up high. Malenko trying to clear Dan off the corner. He does so, and now the two car of Burton has joined the top 4, the top battle for the race lead. Mafia there in that 2 truck. Controller trying to get to the inside of the 54. Dan, once he fell out of clean air, is going to drop a little bit here. Here comes Controller, trying to clear the 54 truck. Here comes the 2 of Mafia. The 44 of Devin, right now in 5th. He's going to follow the 2 of Mafia. Dan will continue to drop. Very tight off of turn 2. These guys have to check up a little bit. Spoob now to the tailgate of the 54 truck in 6th. Trying to make way, maybe possibly going through wide. Thinks better of it. Devin still trying to work to the inside of Dan. Dan falls all the way back to the 4th position. Back up front, the 87 Controller Hog. Looking, hunting for the race lead here on Malenko. We ride on board with Controller Hog. Pulling right up to the tailgate of the 17. Back in front, Dan now clears the 44 of Devin for the 4th position. So Dan in the 4th gets the chance now to try to chase down the 2 truckers, or does he? The 44 of Devin shoves him right through the center of the corner, contact in the back. Comes the 33 of Corey. He started near the shotgun of the field. He started in the 2nd to last row on the grid. And here he goes, diving to the inside of Dan. Now into the 5th position for this 33 truck. Up front, the 2 getting a little handsy. the 87 truck. To the inside goes Mafia. Now Devin pulls up to the tailgate of the 87 truck. And Corey's gonna go right on by. All three of them, Controller Hog's gonna go from second, falls all the way back to fifth now. Mafia, Corey, they're in second and third prime position to try to chase down Malenko. Devin hasn't been able to clear anybody off the bottom. He sends Controller into the outside wall, and he does so. Now Doug to the tailgate of the 87 truck into turn one once again. Doug not able to get close enough to make a move. Malenko still leads over Mafia, Corey, Devin, and Controller, your top five. Doug holding off the 88 of Prattman for sixth, Prattman seventh, Miz in eighth. Freak in ninth, trying to get to the inside of Miz for eighth, and Dan all the way outside the top 10 back in 12th. And up the track goes to 20. He's into the outside wall. That's further back. Up front, Corey, Mafia trying to chase down Malenko. Off of turn 4, 7 laps to go here in stage number 1. Malenko still leads. Mafia trying to close the gap here. Dan to the inside of Miz. Further back in the pack. Six laps to go. Can Mafia get to Malenko's tailgating, rough him up for a stage win here? Truck to the pit lane. 34 of RL Barnett. Five laps to go, coming around to 4 to go for Malenko. Four laps to go. The 87 of Controller Hog into the third position. All this battling going on here between Controller Hog, Doug, and Freak. And the two of Mafia at the pit lane. This is going to surrender the race lead to Malenko without contest. We'll be coming around to 2 laps to go. The 87 Controller Hog now off the pace a little bit. None of them can pit. Two laps to go for these guys battling for second. Freak all the way up the track. Here comes the 0-2 of Addy up the inside. And the 17 of Malenko out of field, coming to the white flag in stage 1. The 52 truck hard into the outside wall. The 3 of Doug trying to get to the 0-2 of Addy. Addy now takes over the stage lead. Doug slowing down the backstretch. The 0-2 of Addy comes to 3 and 4. He's out of gas. Here comes the 44 to the outside. And the 44 of Devin is going to win stage 1 in a insane turn of events. Everybody running out of fuel towards the end of stage number 1, and the 44, where did he come from? Drivers were coming to pit road early, and those who were more worried about stage points kind of looked the other way, thinking fuel wasn't going to be as much of an issue as it became later and later into the stage. And these guys just started running out of fuel, really hurting their momentum here. Malenko had a huge lead, should have backed off a lot more to try to save some fuel, and ran out with over a lap to go. We're going to line these guys up double wide and try this again. The 44 of Devin is going to lead him to green with the O2 of Addy to his outside. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. We're green here in stage number 2. So, with the unforeseen turn of events, Devin now shoots out to the race lead. A lot of contact in the back of the field. Devin under attack from the O2 of Addy. To the inside goes the O2. Help from the 87, the 44 trying to get the run off the outside. Devin still holding on to the lead. Controller trying the outside now for second. Quickly swallowed up by the 54 of Dan with a surge back through the field. Up to third once again after starting on the pole. Addy files into the second position as Devin opens up a little bit of a gap here. Dan now into the third position. Maybe looks to overtake Addy for that second position. Maybe reclaim the top spot in a few laps. So Addy to the top spot. Something happened to the 44. Dan into the second position. A lot of contact in the back. The 44 truck stacks up the field behind him. Now falling all the way back. Now Dan one spot shy of reclaiming the race lead. He started on the pole. Dan right in the tracks of the O2 of Addy. Doug into the third position. Like tires are starting to get to these guys. A lot of them sliding up the track. Corey into the fourth position now. Scooby and Malenko, 5th and 6th. A nice surge back through the field for them. Eight laps to go here in stage number 2. Addy continues to lead. Dan second, Doug third, as he has a huge moment off the turn 2. That allows Malika to go right on by. Spoob gets the worst end of it. So now Corey into the third position. Dan draws closer. We're right on board with the 54, 7 laps to go. See to the inside, he makes contact with the O2, up the track goes Addy. And clear to the race lead, 6 laps to go. At Dover is Dan. Addy right there in his track zone is ready for revenge. Corey draws into this battle. Malenko in 4th. Spoob in 5th. They're all in the range if something should happen up front. 5 to go. Dan now starting to open up a little bit of a gap. Now it's all about, can Corey find a way around the O2 truck? Now they're all stacking up to the inside, goes Corey with 4 laps to go. Coming to 4 laps to go this time by Corey, clear to second. Lap traffic in front of these guys. Four laps to go. Corey now in prime position to take on the 54 truck of Dan. Will fuel be an issue for these guys? This stage is shorter to the first stage, and Malenko almost was just over 1 lap short. To the back tailgate of the 54 truck is Corey. 3 laps to go. What does Corey do? I tell you what Corey's going to do. Corey is a very smart, methodical racer, and what he's going to do is he's going to pressure Dan enough to where he doesn't hit him. He's going to make a mistake, or just get a better run off the exit. Here he comes to the inside. Side by side through turns 3 and 4, coming to 2 laps to go. Corey trying to clear Dan. Side by side into 1. Dan fights back on the outside hard. Dan now slides. Corey easily clears to the race lead. Dan looks to the outside, Addy to his inside. All this for a stage victory here, coming to 1 lap to go in stage number 2. Dan's got a lap to chase him. Addy falls back. And unless there's a huge lunge here in 3 and 4, it's all about this 33 truck of Corey. There's flat traffic ahead. Didn't even matter. Off of turn 4, Corey will win stage 2. Dan comes second, Addy third, Malenko fourth, and Spoob rounds out your top 5. So give these guys a breather. We'll line up double wide and we will try it again. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. Here we go. Each driver is ready to get back to it. So here we're going to line them up double wide, and we're going to do this again. The 33 of Corey is going to lead him to the green through the restart zone. Green flag in the air. We're racing for stage number 3 here at Dover. The 53 lapper here to cap off the 3rd stage. Corey clear of Dan and Addy side by side for 2nd. Malenko into the mix. Malenko to the inside of Addy for this 3rd position. Looking to clear him off of turn 4. Spoob sneaks to the inside, doesn't make much of it. Addy around the outside, a huge run. Malenko just trying to stay with him in the 3. And around goes the 54 truck into the 50. He collects the O2. And the O2 collects the 44. More contact in the back. And this will be a caution. The 33 truck leads. It's our first caution of the day. And the 54 just spun in the middle of turn 3. He spun and up the track he went because of the speed carrying him up the track. He collects the O2 in the 44 truck, and others may have gotten some damage in the melee. The 34 truck goes by, being the beneficiary for this caution to regain 1 lap back in position. The 34 is deemed the beneficiary by being the highest running driver that is not on the lead lap when the caution comes out. So here we go. Pit road's gonna be busy. Corey into his box. .33 is down in the way in the 45. Gets out way out in front. The 33 comes out 2nd. Malenko 3rd. Spoob 4th. Mafia in the 5th position. Prattman 6th. Controller 7th. Freak in 8th. Devon 9th. Taco in 10th. File into line. Bud Racer 11th, Doug 12th. We're only going to get another lap here after the caution period. So the 45 of Miz, your race leader here at Dover. Alright, so we're lined up double wide and we'll be ready to go in about 2/3 of a lap. We will have 47 laps to go once we get back to racing. On the front row, we have the 45 of Miz, and to his outside, the 33 of Corey. Row 2, we have a couple of teammates, the 17 of Malenko and the 15 of Spoob. Row 3, we've got the 2 of Mafia and the 88 of Prattman. Row 4, we've got the 87 of Controller Hog, the 52 of Freak. Row 5, we've got the 44 of Devon, the 27 of Taco. And here we go, we're getting ready to restart here at Dover. Green flag in the air. Miz leads on the green. Malenko gives a great push. And the 1. Miz trying to slide up the track and clear Corey. He does so. Malico up the inside, contact in the back, Spoob hits the wall. We stay straight in the back. Malico up the inside of Corey, trying to get to second. Corey with the slipstream down the front straightaway, able to close up to the back bumper of the 45 truck, and he does actually clear the 17 of Malico around the outside with the help of the slipstream. Malico will again try to work on this. From behind to the inside goes the 33 of Corey. Searching for the race lead, trying to clear Miz, not clear yet. Malico follows suit as well. Corey now clear of Miz. 2, maybe 3 wide behind him. Mafia goes from 4th to 2nd. Miz gets into the wall. And around they go in the back. That's the 2 truck of Mafia. Sliding up the track. Misses everybody. I don't know how he did that. So Corey continues to lead over Miz and Malico, and this very well may not be a caution. We'll wait as they cross the start-finish line for the official word. This will be a caution. That was a 1-truck incident, but Tower deemed it a yellow. So under the caution here for the 2nd time today. Corey leads under this caution period over Miz, Malico, Controller, and Spoob, your top 5. The 34 of Arl Barnett getting another lap back. So the pit lane open and it's about to get busy once again here at Dover. Down and away, the 33 truck battles the 45 on the exit. 3 wide at the exit. It's the 45 over the 33 and the 17. The 45's giving it up. He's trucking all the way back. I believe he must have made contact with the 2 truck. That must have been the reason for the caution. So here we are, we're doubled up and ready to go. The 33 and the 17 on the front row. We are not going green this time. So on the front row we have the 33 and the 17. That's Corey and Malico making up row 1. Row 2, the 87 of Consoler Hog, the 15 of Spoob. Row 3, the 88 of Abe Prattman. And the 44 of Devin. Row 4, the 54 of Dan. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a 20 of Danny Supansky. Welcome him into the top 10 here, restarting 8th. Row 5, we have the 3 truck of Doug, and 2 is outside. The 27 of Taco, no, the 02 of Addy will make up 10th position. So here we go. Double wide, ready to go once again at Dover. The 33 of Corey going to lead him to green. And through the restart zone, green flag in the air. We're racing. Malico trying to get the jump on the outside. Corey trying to clear Malenko. Malenko falls back to the clutches of his teammate. Everybody's starting to single it up behind the leaders. The 88 of Prattman trying to find a way in line, and the 20 is Viedverks into the wall behind them. Back up front, Corey, Malenko, Spoob, Controller, and Prattman, your top 5. Malenko trying to make the most of it, help from the slipstream. Now under attack from teammate Spoob. To the inside, Spoob peaks. "36 laps to go at the line. Controller up into the 3rd position around Spoob. Spoob now getting swallowed up by the 88. Able to try to defend him. He gets back in the line behind the Controller. And now Prattman under attack from the 54 of Dan. Kind of a little save of Spoob there from teammate Dan to try to get the 88 off his tail. The 87 Controller Hog working to try to get to the tailgate of the 17 truck, while the Malenko trying to focus on Corey in front of him. 35 laps to go. Dan into the wall behind them. Keeps it straight. Controller trying to get the run off the corner. Malenko not making any indents on the gap between the 33 and the 17. Coming off the turn 4, it'll be 33 laps to go for truck number 33. Malenko now falls to the clutches of Controller Hog. Spoob right there. Top 4 equidistant from each other. These trucks, these are not trucks set up with full custom setups. These are trucks with default setups, one of the 9 that you're able to select. Most drivers will definitely choose similar ones. And this is just showing that this series is very even and competitive. It all depends on how well can you drive the track. So Malenko now closing up to the tailgate of the 33. Spoob now falls back to the clutches of Mafia. Malenko got closer for a second. They're still drafting the 33 truck. Malenko trying to get the run to the center of the corner as Corey slides all the way up. What Malenko is actually noticing is Corey drives it in deeper than he does. So what Malenko does is he'll let off even earlier, let it roll through the center, and then get a good exit, while Corey has to let off a lot more in the center of the corner and get to the gas later than Malenko does. This is what Malenko is trying to get accomplished. By the way, Spoob is defending that position really hard. And actually that is the 54 of Dan, not the 2 of Mafia. That was my mistake. He fell back to Mafia. He's on, and they make contact. The teammates of 15 into the outside wall. Dan to the 4th position. Not a nice way to race your teammate. Doug trying to get in on the action for the 4th position. Neither of these guys really able to make any dent into each other. Malco closed the gap, not really had any time or any runs to do anything with it. The controller trying to peek to the outside of Malco, but Malco with the slipstream off the 33 truck is driving his hardest. Now he gets into the wall or very slightly, or has to get out of the throttle to avoid the wall. He allows the 87 controller hog to his inside. Into the outside wall goes the 17. Controller on the inside clears Malenko for second. Malenko going for the crossover now down the back. Looking to the inside. Not able to get to the quarter panel of the 87 truck. Malco back to the inside of controller hog. Coming to 21 laps to go, and most of the grid coming to pit lane here. Doug misses pit entry, and a lot of trucks coming to pit road. It's about to get busy. I mean, this is most of the field here pitting. I mean, this is everybody besides the O2 and the 3 trucks pitting. This is a lot of people pitting. Here comes Doug to pit road. Go to Batty. Keeps going. I guess he missed pit entry. And he hits the wall in the front stretch. He crashes as the race leader. Now heavy damage to the front end of that truck. That's your race leader in that O2 truck. Going around to 19 laps to go when Addy comes to pit road now. So we wait for everything to cycle out. So the 87 of Controller Hog is taking over the race lead right out of the hands of Controller Hog and Malenko. off of turn 4 will be 17 laps to go for Controller Hog. Should be all clear. Pitting, this should all just be, can he run it smooth to the end? That's all he's got to do. Corey and Malenko, they look to be about evenly matched on those setups that they're running. A lot of movement here in the pack. Barnett, Freak, Miz, all clustered together here. To go for your race leader. I would believe Dan is 4th, Devin's 5th, and Spoobin's 6th, the way they are running. 13 laps to go for the 87 of Controller Hog. Corey and Malenko, nose to tail. Unless they're making significant gains, this looks to be all about over unless we get a magic C word. Controllers drove a really nice race thus far. 12 laps to go. Methodically worked his way towards the top 5, put himself in position here in stage 3 when pit stops happen to take advantage of possibly trucks being held up by other trucks pitting in and pitting out on pit entry and pit exit. And it worked out beautifully for Controller Hog as he comes to 11 laps to go now. Malenko trying his hardest to find a way around Corey. Corey stays down low and Malenko goes to the outside. Malenko trying for the crossover. 10 to go. To the inside of the 33 he looks. He's got the run down the back. And clear of Corey. For second is Malenko. 9 laps to go for Controller Hog. If there's any worry about fuel or tires for the 87 Controller Hog, he's definitely got a large enough gap to try to save. I doubt there is any concern for that, but if there is, he is definitely in good position. And the 33's dropping way back. Corey, something amiss on that 33 truck. Off the pace, getting somewhat past quickly here. Maybe overheating. Tires. This is all an act to conserve it. Into the outside wall goes the 33 truck. Have you blown a tire? He's still running. Down the backstretch, coming into turn 3. All by himself, controller hog. Comes off the turn 4, will be 4 laps to go. Malenko, your attack maybe from the 45 of Miz. Can you hold him off? On the Miz is a lap truck. He had pitted. Off turn 4, 3 laps to go. Does he have the fuel and tires? It sounds like he's backing off a lot, trying to save some tires or fuel. Can he make it? Sounds like he's trying really hard, that 87 truck. Controller hog. Probably some of the slowest laps he's run in his life at this track. 2 laps to go this time by the start finish line. Next time around will be a white flag. Can he make it? Look at desperation to save. This 87 truck. 1 lap to go for a controller hog here at Dover. Malenko way back in second, Devin in third. Mafia out of fuel off of turn 4. 87 controller, even if he runs out, he can coast from here. And he's out, but it doesn't matter, controller's gonna win here at Dover. Malenko takes second. Or does he? Did he get second? The 44 maybe got him. Alright. So, post-race interview is now coming. Alright. Everybody go ahead and clear the mics for some post-race interviews. Malenko, controller, Devin, make sure y'all's voices are shared for this party. Hmm? Devin, are you good? All right. Malenko, I assume you are. And controller. All right. So we're gonna go second, first. Here we go. And we're joined by our third place finisher, Devin. How about it there? Maybe you had a chance to get Malenko there at the end, but first talk about this race and how it looked like a really clean race for most of it.
That it was. It was a very clean race. There are just some issues off of 2, it seemed, but that's expected here at Dover.
Yeah, turn 2 turns out to be quite the trouble spot here at this track. They're in the third stage. What was the concern there towards the end of the third stage? Was it fuel or was it tires?
Fuel.
Fuel.
For whatever reason, oh, sorry. I was going to say, for whatever reason, my tires, I was still in the 30s when I ran out of gas.
This track that seems to be very aggressive didn't really take a toll on tires as much as it did fuel. There at the end of stage 1, were you affected by fuel mileage?
Not really. I ran out of gas on turn 4, and I ended up winning that stage.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you had won that stage. Congratulations to that too. That was where did he come from moment.
It seems like I'm good at
that stage. That last lap. Talk about that final lap of that stage, by the way. You were coming with the 17 as the leader, and a couple others took the lead, and then it was you.
I don't even remember stage 1, to be honest.
That's fine. It was insane from the booth. I had no idea who was crossing the line first. At the end, could you have done anything to get to Malenko for second? I don't know if you could.
No, I don't believe so, because I think he started sputtering right off 4, and I started sputtering a little after 4, so I don't think there's any chance.
Alright, well, congratulations on your third place finish here at Dover. It was a fun one, and good luck to you in the Bandit Series and the Outlaw Series if you're running it.
Thank you.
Now we're joined by our second place finisher, Malenko. Hard fought race. All day you were inside the top 3, top 5, and just couldn't get it done. What could you have done differently?
I don't think I really could have did anything differently. It's just in pit lane, the final pit, I kind of got stuck in my pit and came out so far behind controller. I don't think I could have did anything. I had to save fuel. That was the biggest thing. I couldn't just race up to controller. I probably was faster than controller, but I was too worried about saving.
Yeah, I wondered how you and Corey had come out of pit lane so much farther behind controller when y'all pitted at the same lap. What did happen there in pit lane? Like you said you got stuck, or who did what?
When we went into pit lane, controller, when he went in the pit box, it kind of blocked me from getting into my pit box, so it just delayed me about 3 seconds. I don't know what happened to Corey.
Speaking of Corey, you and Corey ran together for most of the race. Looked like y'all were about evenly matched. Corey was slightly faster. Would you agree? And did you have anything figured out for the 33 truck?
Corey was definitely faster than me by a little bit. I kind of could close the gap a little bit on the exit of 4, but it just wasn't enough to get below him most of the time.
The end of stage 1. Was that a miscalculation or what happened?
Oh no, I just wanted to get to the final lap because I know I wouldn't get lapped if I made it to the flag. So I wasn't worried. And then in stage 2, I raced from 14th all the way to 4th. It was kind of fun.
Alright, well, glad to hear it. Congratulations on your second place finish, and good luck to you in the Bandits and Cup race, the Outlaws race.
Thank you.
And now we're joined by the Jegs 200 race winner, Controller Hog. How does it feel, bud?
Man, it feels pretty good. Good race. I qualified up front. Somebody got up under me in the first stage, got loose, put me in the back, was able to come all the way back up. And I guess just by, some misfortune, I got a really big lead after that last pit stop, and I just managed the gap, saving fuel most of the run. Tried to stay between 2 and 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah,
Thought they never catching me.
It
I'd
looked
take
like you
off.
had a decent truck today. Did you think you had a race-winning truck?
Absolutely.
Well, I guess it was a race-winning truck. But did you have the
Oh
speed
yeah, in that
to
last
compete with
stage,
the
I could pull
33?
away from them, and then once I got 4 seconds, I would back off and let it get back to 2, and then I'd pull it back to 3.
Okay, so you were in more control of your truck than what most people thought, maybe.
I guess.
How big of a factor was fuel mileage today? Stage 1 and there at the end of the race.
I barely made the first stage, and after that, I really didn't have another issue.
All right. So it was a fun one. Do you have anything to comment on about pit road and whatever you were else gonna say? You're also gonna say.
No, pit road. That's the best pit road I had. I guess you need to stay up front and you don't bounce off of people all the way fucking down pit road.
You don't know what had happened with the 17 and the 33?
I heard what the 17 said. Of course, I can't see none of that shit on my cut screen. And it looked like me and the 33, right as we were exiting pit road, the computer kind of pinched him into the wall as it was letting me out. And yeah, after that, it was,
Yeah, obviously you don't have any control. I was just wondering if you knew and saw.
I didn't. I don't know what happened to the 17. I heard him saying it, but yeah, I knew what happened to the 33. I kind of put him in the wall a little bit. I couldn't help it, but that's what happened.
Yeah,
I know
he
probably lost a second or so.
But unfortunately, that's part of it. But you did get the win, and congratulations to you. Well deserved. It was fun to watch you. And good luck to you in the Bandits and Outlaws race.
That's right. Let's do it again.
So that was it from the Jegs 200 here for the Veedverks Gunman Truck Series race. Tune in just a few moments for our Veedverks Bandit Series race here at the Dover International Speedway. The Monster Mile is hungry for more, and let's give them some more.